Here's chapter 14 of my book, Snowy. Catastrophe, starring Snowy. Tom's Return, chapter 14, Tom's Return. When Tom and Mary had married, they had never rowed. Tom had been the perfect husband. He didn't drink or smoke or gamble or do any of the things most bad men usually did. The problem was for Marie was that Tom was a little too perfect. In fact, he had become dull, deadly dull. Slowly they had drifted apart, and like two icebergs, seeing less and less of each other, but still keeping in touch with the odd phone call and yearly Christmas cards. Staring at the wedding ring made Mary think of all the happy times they had shared before they grew bored of each other and had less and less to say. Marie started to think that she may have made a mistake replacing him with Tom, and she knew that Katie missed him, even if she didn't admit it, and she also knew, which was very important, that he was good with cats. She couldn't remember the last time that she had called him on the phone, so she decided to take the plunge. One thing was for certain, was that she knew that it was over with Jack, and she was determined to tell him when he returned home, if he ever did, she thought, sadly. Her hands were shaking when she dialed the number. The last thing that she wanted was a row. Fortunately, Tom sounded pleased to hear from her, and they chatted about old times. He asked about Jack, but she knew that he didn't like him, so she kept the subject to a minimum. Things improved when she mentioned Snowy. Tom laughed his famous loud laugh, and Marie joined in. She couldn't remember the last time she had laughed so long and so hard. Laughter really is the best medicine, she thought. By the end of the conversation, Tom had agreed to come round for tea and to chat to Katie, who had been refusing to see him since the separation. Marie was hopeful that the frosty walls between them could be broken down, and she was going to use the only weapon at her disposal, Snowy.